I'm Stevin Machado, and with me here today is Roshan Mahanama, former Sri Lankan cricketer, a respected public figure and a humanitarian. Hi Roshan, it's a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Stevin, and giving me an opportunity to come and spend some time with you.
Okay Roshan, so you're operating a fund, a trust fund. So what is the Roshan Mahanama Trust Fund and how does it help people?
I'll just go back a bit because it's important that I mention all that to show you why I set up the Roshan Mahanama Trust. I was exposed to sparing a thought to the less privileged through my parents. I think a lot of us living in this country are encouraged to support people who need our help, but I was exposed to it mainly through my father, who was involved in different charitable organizations, and ever since then I have been involved in various charities, and also I'm functioning as a brand ambassador of about 8 or 9 different charitable organizations, and also as a trustee in a couple of them. Hema's Outreach Foundation approached me in 2012 to be their brand ambassador.
Okay.
Their program there is to build preschools. When I joined, I think they had built only about 31, 32 or so, and then now I was told that they will be building the 73rd or 74th preschool. They've gone to different parts of the country. Then I partnered with SOS Children's Villages, then the College of Pediatricians, Roshan Vijayarama Family Foundation, but more closely with the Indira Cancer Trust and Suvarna. But since about 2019 maybe, we as a country have faced different challenges, different issues, starting from the Easter bombings to COVID to economic crisis, and I was on my feet, and I was one of them. This is exactly what my father would have done. I lost him about 8 years ago. First got together with Chaminda Was, we set up a COVID aid project. Then I joined Community Meal Share. I was on my feet supporting people in and around Colombo. We distributed stuff to certain parts outside Colombo wherever we were able to get some transport, and also we renovated the 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸 pediatric ward, as well as we set up a neonatal ward through a group of doctors.
So this is the start of the trust?
This is leading up to the trust, and also through the Dr. Pahali Mahanama Foundation, we helped 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸 Hospital. With all those, funds were coming into different accounts. Funds were coming into a private account. It's a joint account between me and my wife, and we utilize them to support people. Wherever requests that we got, we were able to support. But quite a lot of my friends told me, Roshan, it's about time that you set up a trust. It's only a matter of time that before you got into trouble, and it's important that you have a trust. Then I was looking at various names and so on. I just thought the best is to use my name to make the most of the name to generate donations and support from my friends and family overseas, which I've built over the years, not only overseas, even here in Sri Lanka. So one of the first things that I did was I spoke to a few people because I wanted someone to do the bookkeeping. Amarasekara and company, I need to mention, came forward to do it free of charge. To date, they do the bookkeeping. Then auditing is done by E&Y. Again, they charge a nominal fee because that's the practice that they need to follow. But with that, we set up the Roshan Mahanama Trust in 2022. We have come a long way since setting up the trust.
I've been told there's a musical fundraise event that's upcoming. So what is this musical fundraiser event, and how is it going to help the people, and what's the main objective of this musical fundraiser?
Stevin, I realized that setting up the trust was only the start. We have key identified areas. One is to give a good education to less privileged children, look into the health and well-being of less privileged children, and also to create safe environments for these less privileged children.
Yeah.
And also we have one pillar which is called emergency intervention through man-made disasters or natural disasters, when people need our support to try and support them. So
Yeah.
these are the 4 pillars that we try to focus on and try and support. So under education, we get so many requests, and we make sure that we support these schools, children, after verifying.
Yeah.
In terms of health and well-being, I'm part of Sri Lanka's first Center of Excellence for Kids with Disability. That's the 𝐼𝐢𝐭𝐡 Center of Excellence. This is situated in Ragama at the Ragama National Hospital. The services are free of charge.
Free of charge.
We have about 14,000 children registered.
That's a huge number.
It's
So
a very big number, and
yeah.
I'm a trustee on the other side as well, like I mentioned before, and I realized that we need to keep supporting. So being a trustee, through my trust, whatever funds we raise, we allocate a certain percentage for that center. I'm also this all comes under health and well-being. I'm part of Sri Lanka's first pediatric palliative care center, Suvarna. We keep supporting them. We have been supporting them for the last year or so. We make a monthly contribution, and also we buy pediatric cancer medication whenever it's not available at the Apeksha hospital. I get a request through Indira Cancer Trust, where I'm a trustee, and we try and support under creating safe environments for these children. I'm building Sri Lanka's second center for children who've been sexually and physically abused. Based on the latest statistics, I've been told that there are 6,343 to be precise cases that have been reported. This is violence against children. We are talking about only the reported cases. Technically, we have to have one in each of the provinces. I've taken upon myself, that's my trust, together with the College of Pediatricians, to see how many of these centers that we can build. We will finish building it hopefully end of this month. No sooner we finish, we have decided that we should go to the north, identify the place, and we generally work with the particular hospital and the pediatrician of that hospital. I've already raised 1/4 of the funds that we need to build that in the north as well. So coming back to your question, I need to keep raising funds to make sure that I can support these causes, and also whenever we get a request, we can support them without thinking twice. Our first fundraising event was 2.5 years ago, just over 2 years ago. It was called Lights of Love. We had a Christmas tree at the Havelock City Mall, which was a huge success. We always have a target, and we were able to achieve the target, but we felt that was a bigger challenge, because for about 30 days we had to be engaged with the project, which was not a easy task. We were requesting people to buy a bulb, which was 1,000 rupees, and to contribute. So the Christmas tree was placed for the entire month of December, and there was a lot of work, and we had to do a lot of convincing. Then we just thought we have to come up with something different, and last year we had a musical concert, Harmony of Hope, with Billy Fernando, which was a huge success. And we just thought, yes, we request people to come and support and contribute towards a worthy cause. At the same time, they can, if they're music lovers, they can have
enjoy,
enjoyable time,
Yeah.
enjoy the concert, and sort of take some fond memories back.
Yeah.
With that, we thought we will try and make it an annual event wherever possible. I must thank Marians for coming forward. This is something that I have been talking to them for some time, and Nalin had no hesitation, and we were able to book a date well in advance. We are less than 2 weeks away from having the concert on the 21st, and we hope that the viewers will come forward to support and come and experience some music. This is a tribute to stalwarts such as C.T. Fernando, Clarence Vijayawardena, and Priya Suryasena. So it's a tribute concert for them.
Tribute concert, okay. So Roshan, I know it's not easy to like keep doing what you're doing, because there's a lot of hate, a lot of negative feedback which comes to you. What makes you keep going? What's the driving force?
Just to give you one example, I think that is a very valid question, Stephen, because when we were just about to embark on the journey of building this second Lama Piercer, one of the donors who had promised pulled out at the last minute saying, do we know what he's doing? He's seen overseas, he's traveling, he's leading a luxurious life. So the only way I can show them is my accounts are audited. When I say my trust accounts, I can proudly say that the administration cost of our trust is 4%. So most of the work is done by myself and a group of volunteers. There's a lady who helps me with the accounting. There's a lady and a couple of ladies who supports in the area of operations of the trust, and it's all done by volunteers. So I will use the opportunity to tell them that they can't put me down, because I want to be there for the voiceless, to be the voice and to help them. Why I want to do that is I just thought my career flourished because of the fans. This is something that was confirmed during my time in the ICC. I realized, when I say ICC, that's the International Cricket Council. I worked there for 12 years, and we were encouraged to keep playing as long as we can, and that's when I realized that it's all to do with TV, and to make sure that the viewers were getting their money's worth. And then the bigger picture I just thought is, how can I support these people? These are the ones who helped me to build a career, and the bigger picture is to be there for them when they want my support. So my only hope is to try and leave a better place for your generation, for you all to take it forward. Just to go a step further as well, Stevin, I think we are blessed as a country. We have come after disaster after disaster after disaster, or issues after issues after issues, purely because we've been there to support one another. We have never looked back when our fellow citizens wanted our help. I will not give credit to anyone else but the people, not only the people who are living in Sri Lanka, but the Sri Lankans who have gone overseas. They've never forgotten their motherland, and they've always been there to support. I know it personally. Most of my friends overseas, from New Zealand, Australia, UAE mainly, Dubai, Canada, UK, South Africa, you name it, they keep supporting us, and mainly the Sri Lankans and their friends in that particular country.
And following up on that question, we do realize our country goes through a lot of hardship, and this has been happening for quite a while. And why do you think it is important for not just the people who can help, but also the ordinary people to help someone, or if not help a person in any way they can?
I think as a country we are very good at giving back, to know your obligations, and we need to, like I said, how we have come through different disasters, different issues, is because we've been there for one another.
Yeah.
And we want generations to follow. That's the support that we got. We've seen crisis after crisis after crisis, but we've managed to come back stronger. So I think we all have a responsibility. Right now the country is going through a very challenging period. Based on the statistics, from I think 4 million, it has gone up to 7 million where people live under poverty level. That's basically 1/3 of our population. I'm just going to refer because it's very important that I use some of these statistics as well. There's no proper food for 1/3 of our school children. 1/5 yes, 1/5 of our children suffer from malnutrition. 33% of the people are having only 2 meals. So the question that you raised is very valid, and the answer is, who's going to support them? They are our own people.
Yeah.
So we
have to stand up for each other.
we need to be there for them.
Yeah.
47% of the people are not having their dinner. 6% of kids drop out of school. I know for a fact, we support 2 schools not far from Colombo. We give a midday meal. I wish I can do more. I know the government is supporting, or the different governments have come up with different schemes, but it is only to a selected group of children. So what we have done is we have gone beyond that, and I get support from Canada for that. So various requests that we get, we try to somehow help them through donors. That's my trust. So we need to keep supporting. I think we've done that in the past, and I think we need to keep doing that
in the future as well,
until we see better statistics.
Yeah, true. And do you think the statistics might change if everyone stepped up, if everyone helped people around them in whatever possible way?
It's not the normal, man. I think you're driving me to something that which I've been told not to talk about much. I think it's about the leaders getting their act together. It's their responsibility. But I mentioned before, crisis after crisis after crisis, from my point of view, we've come through that is purely because we've been there for one another. And our only hope is that these numbers will increase, and then we can focus on other areas. Just to give you one example, we provide laptops to A-level students who are focusing or studying IT, or university students who focus on IT and other areas where they need a laptop. I have signed up with 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸, a company that provides me laptops. So we can focus on those areas more, which will help these youngsters to really progress, be on par with other students, and showcase their talent.
And so fundraising isn't easy, and you've taken a special sort of way to raise funds this time, the Harmony of Hope concert on the 21st. And how is there any way that people can be a part of this concert? Is there any way that people can help to make this event a success?
It's all about people. Like I said, quite a lot of people have been behind me to support me and join hands with me to be there for the people who needs our help. I have approached so many corporates. Quite a few of them have come back to me showing their support. I will be contacting some of them in the next couple of days to see whether they have any interest in joining hands. I know the organizations have different commitments, not only individuals. the different organizations also have been having their CSR projects and have been supporting people who needs our help. That's why I said, this is how we have come through these challenges. But wherever possible, if I can get their support, I will get their support, because for us to organize a concert of this magnitude, there is a cost involved.
Yes.
So I need to recover the cost and make something out of the event. So obviously we have a figure in mind. We have identified the expenses. So I want more people to come forward, buy tickets, and also corporates if they can. The ones whom I have approached and the ones who have taken time to confirm, to think about it. This is something that I will try and do annually to raise funds for the causes that I have identified. So it's the support from them, but I have taken it upon myself. I spend about 60% of my time whenever I'm in the country to give back with the help of the support that I get from different organizations, different individuals who are living here as well as overseas.
So what can the viewers expect? What can the audience expect from this upcoming Harmony of Hope musical fundraiser?
Marians have decided to come up with a theme so that they can give something special to the audience. That's why they have made it a tribute to the stalwarts in the music industry. C.T. Fernando, Clarence Vijayawardena, Priya Surya Sena. The difference here also, Priya Surya Sena's son and daughter both will be performing.
Both? Oh my God.
I personally approached them based on the advice that I got from Nalin. They had no hesitation, purely because I think they knew what the Roshan Mahanama Trust has been doing in the last 2-3 years. And also, even in the previous concert, we managed to get 2 girls who had performed at one of the Sirasa reality shows, because these kids were, I think, 11 or 12 years old. We just thought the focus of my trust is children, so we will give that exposure to these children. But this concert, we have a cancer survivor who sang at the previous concert, who has been at 1 or 2 of these reality shows. I'm not sure which one, but he will be performing on the 21st as well. And also this year we have got another boy who has come a long way, who has lost parental care. He was nurtured through the SOS Children's Village in Anuradhapura. From what I have been told, he is the #1 registered person of that village in Anuradhapura. He has gone up to even become a Visharada, and I just thought it's only but fair to recognize this boy as well. So they will be performing with the ever vibrant Marians, and I'm sure Marians will keep the crowd on their toes.
And are there any special guests invited?
My concerts, I don't invite dignitaries. Even I buy my own ticket.
That's really
but quite a lot of my friends, mainly from overseas, and a few who are living here as well, they have said that they've got other commitments if they are living here. But the others who are living overseas have said, we want to make a contribution to this worthy cause. And I felt, even last year we did the same thing. I just don't want to get a contribution when we have a concert. What we do is to raise funds and try and make these less privileged children comfortable. So what I would do is, with those funds, I have identified about 20 to 25 children with a guardian, because some of these children need support. So there will be some children, pediatric cancer patients.
Okay.
There will be children who've lost parental care. There will be some differently abled children with their guardians to come and enjoy. I want to give them that opportunity. So the funds that I get from well-wishers who wants to be part of this worthy cause, I'm using it to give something to these children which they wouldn't have experienced
ever,
maybe even ever, or under normal circumstances.
Yeah. Finally, Mr. Roshan, what is your future plan for the Roshan Mahanama Trust?
My aim is, like I mentioned earlier, I think the country needs 9 centers for children who have been either sexually or physically abused. We have right now only one, which is in the Western Province. The Roshan Mahanama Trust will complete building the 2nd center in the south. We will complete it end of this month, that's June. No sooner we finish this, I will be going to the north. We have identified a hospital, we have identified a block of land. The pediatrician of that hospital will look into the project. SOS Children's Village also have agreed to support me, because to monitor from Colombo it's going to be challenging.
Yeah, it is.
And my aim is to see if possible to build some other centers in the other provinces as well. I've made sure that I've got a sustainable model. I have only 5 trustees. The trust is run by independent group of trustees. I have my wife and 3 other eminent personalities. One is a former general of the Sri Lanka Army, General Kumudu Perera. The other 2 are corporate individuals, Renuka Senadira, who was a banker but she's moved professions, and the other one is a youngster. I purposely selected a youngster, Ashan Piris. Ashan has gone up the ladder in the corporate world, I think at John Keel's. And why I selected especially someone like Ashan is to make sure that what we have started, someone like him can take it forward with my children. Recently the trustees felt that I should include my 3 daughters, or maybe get a representative from them, even one of my son-in-laws, to be part of the trust. But to start with, it's the 3 daughters, so that we just set up the trust to make sure that what we start now will not be stopped, but to be taken.
It's all about sustainability.
It's all about sustainability. So this is what it is, and these are our main objectives, but also to keep supporting the IATI Center of Excellence for Kids with Disability, where I'm a trustee there, Indira Cancer Trust, and so on. These are all worthy causes. These are really speaking national centers, and it's not about building these centers. I know IATI Center of Excellence for Kids with Disability was a 550 million project which was completed almost 6 years ago. Now if we go to build, it will be over 2 billion. The Suarana, the Pediatric Palliative Care Center, when we started it was about 430 million. When we completed it was 860 million. And it's not only about building, it's all about sustaining and running. And I will do my best, because I have come on board as a trustee as well, and I just thought I have a responsibility to try and support in whatever way I can.
And that's the end of this News First exclusive with Roshan Mahanama. Once again, it's been a pleasure to have you here today with us, and thank you for watching. I'm Stevin Machado.